If you do anything wrong in your life, and I find out about it, I'm gonna try to take everything away from you. And I don't care when I find out. Could be today, tomorrow, 15, 20 years from now. If I find out, you're fucking finished. Who's that? That's you.
Exclusive security video from the Atlanta Comedy Theater in Gwinnett County. You can see Wanda Smith and her husband by the front door. Watch as Katt Williams.
So I did not want to go back and forth with Katt Williams like that. That bothered me so bad. That really bothered me.
If you've been scrolling through socials this week, you already know it's pure madness with Katt Williams once again. His name is flooding every feed because folks keep resurfacing that infamous clip with the late talk show host Wanda Smith, the one where Katt torched her live on her own show and left the whole studio gasping in shock. Now people are pointing heavy fingers, saying Katt didn't just roast Wanda, he torpedoed the career she had been grinding on for decades. Some are even calling him a POS for how that moment played out.
I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli and tell me he doesn't say heat up water.
Shut up.
That's the only step in broccoli, heat up water.
Simmer.
Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you burn broccoli?
Flat out blaming him for her downfall. And the timing? Wild. This whole uproar kicked off right after Katt dropped a public apology for those old Michael Jackson jokes he used to crack in his specials.
Well, I don't be coming out doing comedy all the time, because y'all niggas is the worst motherfuckers I've ever tried to entertain in my
Now fans are screaming that if he could apologize to MJ's family, then he owes Wanda's people the same respect. But here's the curveball. Dave Chappelle just threw himself right into the fire. He's riding for Katt, saying that the whole Wanda episode was nothing more than comedy doing what comedy does.
I shouldn't have, honestly. Some of these things are the reason that the enemy decides to go ahead and let you be famous, is your ability to tear down your own kind, no matter how high they are.
According to Dave, Katt was simply doing what he's always done, snapping back the second someone tried to press him. And Dave didn't hold back either. He went after the cancel-happy crowd for dragging up dusty old clips just to drag somebody down over jokes from years ago. So let's really unpack this.
Might be the noblest of professions. Robin Williams had a bar that I loved. He said comedy is the only job you can have where you can use everything you know. And that's true. You can use more than you know. Use what you think. Use it. Don't be afraid. Don't let these bitch-ass niggas button your lip. Say it.
What actually went down between Katt and Wanda, why that old interview is suddenly back in circulation, and why Dave thinks fans are totally blowing it out of proportion. And here's where it gets even messier. Katt himself admitted he regrets those old MJ jokes. He confessed that looking back, mocking the king of pop was foul. And he finally realized the folks cutting his checks back then had their own shady agenda. Katt claimed the game was rigged to get black men tearing each other apart just to entertain the masses.
Where you at under the sound of my voice?
Real.
Do you have a real co-worker?
Right.
Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt. The only thing before that in the movie with me is I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy, and then all of a sudden divorced him, then said he abused her, then wrote a book, then said he didn't, and then now we're at Brad Pitt. So hey, you can say whatever you want. She said she got a disease for JJ. Don't nobody check for that. I support Linnell, Melanie Camacho, Miss Laura, all the people that got skipped over in the list between now and then. It's no shade to nobody. We are in the only business where, as a black woman, what you look like is not supposed to be held against you. And time again, they show you that you can be sidetracked by anything light-skinned.
And soon as he dropped that gem, social media pounced, calling him a hypocrite and demanding he make peace with everyone he ever roasted, including Wanda Smith. One user didn't hold back, writing, Katt Williams is a POS for what he did to Wanda Smith. Another snapped, I remember when Katt Williams went in on Wanda Smith and the whole city of Atlanta laughed right along with him. It was hilarious then, but Katt always pushes too far with disrespect. Now Wanda Smith has passed away, and suddenly everyone in Atlanta want to act like they were always riding for her. Please. If I was Wanda, I'd haunt you lames. But Katt ain't walking this road solo. Dave Chappelle jumped in swinging hard. He straight up compared it to when the world tried to cancel him over his trans jokes. Dave's stance. Comedy is the last free battlefield where you can speak your truth loud and raw, and no comedian should ever kneel to the crowd.
That's dope. You cook? Do you cook for your kids?
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the things you cook that they are proud of. Like, Dad made some. You got the best spaghetti. You got the best steak. What do you have? Say, what do they like?
Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean.
I said you answer the question and just tell me.
Man, you're a strong black woman. Is it okay for me to answer?
Come on.
You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit. It's starting to bleed over the airwaves.
He doubled down, warning that the second you start policing punchlines, you end the very soul of comedy itself. And here's where things really take a wild turn. It's bigger than canceling culture. Katt says Wanda and her husband actually tried to press him in real life over that roast. If that's true, then this whole story ain't just about a viral clip, it's about real-life smoke spilling out of the studio. Let's rewind the tape back to September 2018. Katt rolled up with comedian Red Grant to the Frank and Wanda in the Morning show while Red was promoting some gigs in Atlanta. What was supposed to be a smooth 20-minute sit-down spiraled into internet history. The moment the footage dropped, it went nuclear, becoming V103's most watched interview of all time.
One?
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple?
Hmm?
Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be.
Yeah. Wanda knows she
I'm what?
She didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
well,
didn't.
That's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys, yeah.
They like for me to, I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli and tell me he doesn't say heat up water.
And no surprise why. It turned into one of the most ruthless roast sessions ever caught on camera. At first it was playful. Laughs, light shade, the usual back and forth. But once Wanda threw a slick jab at Katt's way, he didn't just clap back. He hijacked the whole interview. Katt turned that studio into his personal stage and went on the offensive like only he can. He even started firing at Tiffany Haddish, saying she bagged that Netflix deal without ever putting in the grind of a real comedy tour. And Katt didn't stop there. He doubled down, saying Tiffany Haddish couldn't be credited with a single original joke. He flipped it into a bigger conversation, calling out Hollywood for ignoring truly talented black female comics while pushing Tiffany to the front without her own material. Katt's claim? Tiffany was the safe pick, hand-selected by Hollywood to keep white audiences comfortable. That's when Wanda jumped in, defending Tiffany, saying she blew up because she was real.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell you.
Station Viewer 3, your hair is kind of...
That joint was...
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled fingers.
Come here.
While you on air, so they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry. Ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hands moving while we talk.
Are you all right this morning?
Cut her off on the spot, saying Tiffany only shot to the top of the black female comedy ladder for 2 reasons. She kept talking about dating white men, and she had lighter skin. Katt even locked eyes with the camera and said, "Tiffany, wherever you are." By this point, the tension between Katt and Wanda was thick, but Wanda tried to ease it with a slick little jab, asking Katt if he even cooks for his kids. Instead of letting it slide, Katt spun it into a full-on roast.
Wanda Jones on.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me that.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600.
Whatever, little mama.
I'm little mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
And what are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
yes,
big
ma'am.
in prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay.
No.
He fired back with ruthless one-liners that had the whole room howling while Wanda tried her best to keep her cool under the pressure. For a split second, it seemed like they both laughed it off and the smoke cleared. But Katt wasn't finished. Out of nowhere, he dragged Wanda's kids into the mix, flipping what was supposed to be an interview into his personal comedy stage. Wanda laughed nervously at first, but you could see it in her face. The smile was fake, and she was burning up inside. She tried swinging back by throwing shade on Katt's old legal troubles and even cracked on his hair, but it backfired ugly. Katt clowned her harder, flailing his hands, roasting her non-stop live on air, and Wanda just couldn't keep pace. Near the end, Wanda went for one last desperate swing, calling Katt Lil Mama and even hinting at his sexuality. But Katt wasn't having it. He shut that down instantly and made sure the mic drop moment belonged to him. Watching Wanda get roasted on her own platform was brutal. She ended up humiliated in front of everyone, and you could tell it cut deep. But the aftermath, nobody was ready for what came next. Just a few days later, things escalated way past comedy. Wanda couldn't let go of that humiliation, and word is, she had her husband and son pull up on Katt. The showdown went down September 15th, 2018, outside.
I just want to talk to you because you just won an Emmy for the city of Atlanta, and this is in Atlanta, and they just want to hear about the Emmy and hear from you and to thank you for what you did putting the city on.
Right, okay.
And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't gonna talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me because you're an inferior comedian. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm never gonna call you out of your name. I'm never gonna say anything disrespectful to people that look like you. It's a very thin line I gotta call, but this lady is trying to embarrass me.
That's when her husband, Lamorris, rolled up in the parking lot, and this time, it wasn't a joke. Reports claim he even flashed a weapon on Katt. Leaked security footage showed Katt and Wanda trading heated words before Lamorris came charging in, chasing Katt across the lot. The police report later confirmed Lamorris admitted he ran after Katt, but he insisted he never pointed a gun, saying it just fell out while he was running. But let's be real. That excuse sounded shaky from the start. Wanda tried to flip the narrative just days later on her radio show, claiming Katt only pulled up to clown her for no reason and her husband was just stepping in to defend her honor. But then, boom, TMZ blew the whole thing wide open. They dropped fresh surveillance footage showing Lamorris with a gun in his hand, chasing Katt straight into a grocery store like it was an action movie scene. Now, to be fair, the clip never showed him actually aiming at Katt, and Lamorris doubled down on his excuse, saying he wasn't trying to shoot anyone, just that the weapon fell out while he was running.
In front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in? There's no gay people saying I belong over there or been over there.
You did them.
But I have no hatred of over there, and how dare you?
You did a number on it, though.
Hey.
You did a number on it. That's legendary.
No, you...
But that explanation didn't stop the whole mess from erupting into one of Atlanta's wildest comedy feuds ever. Fast forward to January 2019, Wanda suddenly got the boot from V103 Atlanta. No official reason was ever given, but the streets were buzzing. Most people tied it back to her infamous Lil Mama jab when she used being gay as an insult. And in a city like Atlanta, where the black LGBTQ community runs deep and strong, that move might have been the nail in her career's coffin. Meanwhile, Katt kept quiet. He didn't say a word when Wanda got fired. But years later, in January 2024, he finally broke his silence on Club Shay Shay. Katt dropped a bombshell saying the Wanda drama wasn't even about the roast itself. He claimed it all started backstage before the cameras were even rolling. According to Katt, Wanda had promised she wouldn't bring up his kids or his legal troubles. But the second he mentioned Tiffany Haddish, she broke that deal wide open, throwing his family and his jail history into the fire. That's when Katt says the interview flipped from playful to all-out battle. And Katt didn't stop there. He claimed Wanda wasn't just roasting, she was trying to straight up humiliate him in front of her gay fan base. In his eyes, that's the real reason she eventually lost her job and slid out of the spotlight. Katt even went at her husband, saying the whole parking lot incident felt like a setup.
Comedians until afterwards. I just know that it was a setup.
Right.
And remember, they tried to kill me this same weekend. Not in jokes, with a real gun in my real face on real camera. Understand I'm losing my life for participating in something that goes along with my job. Like, it's two comedians, what do you mean? And the world was okay with it because it was me. Had that happened to anyone else, the world went crazy when Will smacked Chris. This is a person pulling a whole gun on a comedian in the confines of their job. It's really a weird situation when they hate you that bad.
Yeah.
He flat out said Wanda basically tried to get him taken out over a comedy roast. That's how deep he believes it really went. Fast forward to October 2024, Wanda tragically passed away just one day after celebrating her 58th birthday. And Katt, he stayed stone cold silent. No condolences, no tribute posts, no kind words shared in public at all. Fans instantly split down the middle. Some argued he played it smart because if he had spoken, folks would have ripped him apart and called him a hypocrite. But others were outraged, saying that no matter what, he should have shown at least a little respect for Wanda, even if it was just behind the scenes. But here's the truth. We don't actually know what happened off camera. Maybe Katt reached out to Wanda's family privately. Maybe he didn't. All we do know is social media refuses to let this feud rest. They're digging up old clips, blasting Katt online, and trying to drag him into cancellation territory all over again, even though Katt swears Wanda's own husband once chased him through a parking lot with a gun. That alone circles right back to Dave Chappelle's point. Cancel culture is trying to erase comedy itself, no matter how messy the backstory really is. So let's settle this. Should Katt come forward and apologize to Wanda's family the same way he did for those Michael Jackson jokes? Or is the internet just reaching, trying to cancel Katt for clout? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this video. I'll catch you on the next one.